Hey guys, what's up? Um, perrydew07, perrydew07 here, and welcome to my newest episode of This Week in perrydew07 Sports Realm. We got some NHL, NBA, and also NASCAR stuff covered for you. So, of course, the NHL second round. Of course, we got look at my iPad here. Okay, so we got so we have three of the four teams that have already completed Game 4, with only one game that has yet to complete Game 4, which I assume it's tonight, which that will be the. Yep, that is tonight. Of course, the Stars versus the Jets, with Stars are ahead 2 games to 1. So, all the rest. Meanwhile, now for the teams that are on to Game 5, their Game 5 is either tomorrow or Thursday. So, meanwhile, the Orioles Golden Knights series, Orioles are ahead 3 games to 1 over the Golden Knights. The only series that's not the only series that's tied 2-2 was the Maple Leafs and the Florida Panthers, which both are tied at 2-2 apiece. And then, of course, the Capitals Hurricane series, Carolina's ahead 3 games to 1, looking to close them out on Thursday, which is ironically a day before my birthday, which is this Friday, by the way. So, all right. So anyway, now on to the NBA playoffs. Which, by the way, before I get to the playoffs, however, the NBA lottery that just took place last night, the Dallas Mavericks, the team that infamously traded Luka Doncic away. Well, it seems like they won the lottery, despite having a 1.8% chance of getting the first overall pick in the upcoming NBA draft. But for some reason, they got the number 1 pick. So I began to wonder, was there some rigging going on? Though honestly, there probably was some rigging going on probably since the first day they even created that crap. So either way, congrats to the Mavericks for getting the first round, for getting the first overall pick, apparently. So so now on to now of course on to the playoff thing. Now the Thunder Nuggets series, they're currently tied at 2 games apiece, while the other 3 series, T Wolves Warriors, T Wolves are ahead 3 games to 1. Meanwhile, the Pacers Cavs series, I believe that series is tonight. I believe they have a Game 5 tonight. Yeah. Well, unless Cleveland manages to put up a something, I think the Pacers are going to win that series. Most like, I would probably say either 5 or 6. So because I don't see Cleveland winning out from there. So but I need to go back one. I think the T Wolves close out the Warriors to. I assume they have a game. Oh, probably either tomorrow or Thursday. I assume so. As far as the Knicks Celtics series, I was surprised. I didn't know. I honestly did not think the Knicks going to end up winning the series, but so far. Based on what we just on the Jason Tatum injury, which by the way it was awful to watch and see. It seems more likely now the Knicks are probably going to win the series. Either will it be in 5 at the Boston Garden or 6 at the Madison Square Garden. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Now on to the NASCAR thing that took place at Kansas. Kyle Larson, for the 3rd time this season, takes home the win with Christopher Bell 2nd, Ryan Blaney 3rd, Chase Briscoe 4th. Great finish by him, and Alex Bowman run out the top 5. Over there, Brad Keselowski actually for the first time actually had a good car. It looked like he was running down Chase Elliott when unfortunately the right rear tire blew out, pretty much ending his day. Kyle Busch was running around the top 10. Looked like he was going to get a top 10 finish when, he spun out. He got spun out after making contact with someone. Chase Elliott looked like, from the looks of it, was going to win until his pit crew completely fumbled the bag on that pit stop, finishing him 15th. Then of course AJ Allmendinger had that blow up not only with the car but also on the radio. So, so Allmendinger and the whole colleague team, yep. So end up finishing with a disappointing dead last after an early exit on lap number 6. So there, yep. Although the last couple laps though, Larson had to. I guess he got a little too conservative with the tires because he knew that all those tire blowouts, just like what happened to Carson Hocevar late in the race, was running around the top 10 until, of course, he got into the wall because the tire was coming apart. So so the tire pretty much screwing him over from a potential good finish. So anyway, Larson managed to hang on to the lead, although Bell and Blaney were gaining on him tremendously, but in the end, however, he managed to hold him off and take his 3rd win of the year, which ties him with Christopher Bell in terms of wins in this season. So, anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. Adios, peace, God bless, and of course, Mother's Day was also this past Sunday. So I hope everyone celebrate their Mother's Day with their moms. Which, by the way, happy belated Mother's Day to all the other moms, including mine. So. Anyway, guys, adios, peace, God bless, and have a great rest of the week, everyone.